Yeah, we get the vibing, don't we? We got some topics to discuss. We get it poppin', homie. Just elected like the new mayor, putting on the classic like he Ric Flair. This is Josh Martinez and Z100, home of your favorite music where the beats are bumping. Pick your favorite company, the wait is over. It's a superstar crossover.
Hey, yo, what up? I'm Josh Martinez from iHeartRadio's newest wrestling podcast, the Superstar Crossover, with my guest, Solo Sikoa. What's going on, bro?
So, Bose, thank you for having me today, man. Appreciate it.
So, December 9th, SmackDown will be in Pittsburgh for the first time in over 4 years. You're going to be in the building. The Bloodline's going to be repping hard. How different has your life been since Labor Day weekend?
It's been a roller coaster, man. A lot of ups, definitely a lot of ups and more than downs, man. You know, especially with everything happening, and I just feel like it's just happening so fast, you know. So just taking it all in, man. It's a lot of emotions, man. But yeah, just trying to recover from this past weekend from war games, you know, a little banged up, but man, I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to get it going.
So I'm fascinated because this is your first high-profile match. It's with your family. And one wrong step here, one wrong bump there, you got metal in your ass. It could be really bad. But you got to maintain I'm a street champ, dog. How do you maintain that? Like, what goes through your mind to be like, I'm the street champ, but I hope I don't get hurt?
It's just preparation, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like that mentality, you know, like just what you said, the street champ. Just having that mentality as a dog, you know, just going in there. It's a cage, you know. I'm locked in there with four or five other guys, man. Whoever's standing, they won't be standing when I get up in the cage, you know. So I feel like that was my mentality, man. Going in there, and it also gave me another opportunity to show the WWE universe if they've never seen me before in that type of an environment. You know, hopefully they got to know me better before then I walked in, you know.
Mm-hmm. So. You were a former NXT North American champion while you were on the main roster. Were there any specific plans for you?
Yeah, man. You know, I feel like before I got called up, there were a lot of plans to go after that, you know, to go after Carmelo Hayes and, you know, maybe Braun Breaker, you know, generation versus generation. But I just feel like it worked out just fine, man. You know, just to let everybody know that I never lost a North American title. I had to give it up. So it's two different things, you know. I never got beef for it. But yeah, man, I just feel like the plans worked out just fine because, you know, I'm up here and I'm going after another title, hopefully soon.
Your bank account also likes the fact that you're on the main roster, but we'll keep it at that.
Yeah, it does. Living a little bit better.
Recently, AEW superstar Ricky Starks said that you're a beast and he's a big fan of you. When you see other people showing you love on social media, how does that make you feel?
That's big, man. I didn't know he said that. Shout out to Ricky Starks. I know who he is. I'm also a fan of his mic work, man. He knows how to use a microphone. He knows how to get down, and I think it's cool. I think it just shows respect, man, because at the end of the day, we both know, and everybody knows this, that this is a hard business to do. Not everybody can do it. You know, if it was easy, everybody would do it, but everybody doesn't do it. So I think when one worker shows love to another one, especially in a different company, I think that's much respect. I mean, at least that's what I think, you know. So, man, that's cool, man. Shout out to Ricky Starks.
Now, you mentioned his work on the mic. Arguably the greatest person on the microphone, if you're talking about a manager, is Paul Heyman. If you're talking about on the microphone as a superstar, it's The Rock. These are two people that one of them is literally related to you. The other one is been by your side since day one that you've come up. What has Paul Heyman taught you so far?
Man, he's like an uncle, man. You know what I mean? Like he's been around. First of all, he's been around my family for over 50 years. So he's been around Roman's dad. He was around my dad, you know, And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but my dad was one of the first Paul Heyman guys when they started in WCW because he was their manager. And now he's with Roman and my brothers. And now with me, there's a lot of things that he's taught me and is still teaching me, man. He's just, man, there's just so many things that I can't even, but it's just go out there. He does tell me, go out, this is the place where you can go, be a big superstar, make some money and take care of your family. That's one of the things he does tell me.
Which is being real.
Yeah, he's real, man. He's a shoot. That's what I love about Paul, and they don't call him the wise guy for nothing. He knows the game. He knows the game. He knows the ins. He knows the outs, man. He's been around the family. He knows our family. He knows how we move. He knows how we work. So I'm very blessed, especially me coming up, and only being here for 2 months. I'm very, very happy to be around and to learn from Paul Heyman, man.
What would you say has been the biggest challenge so far for your character?
To stay quiet. Yeah, because coming from NXT, it's a big change, right? The pace, especially when you come from NXT and you're up here in the main roster, it's kind of like a reset button. So, like, what you've done down there, right? It's cool and all, but what can you do up here? This is the big leagues, man. This is the deep end. They threw me in the deep end. They were like sink or swim. So I feel like, I was talking down there in NXT, but now it's just I'm a whole different character change, man. The street champion to now the enforcer. Like I'm there and I'm ready to fight. Not that I wasn't ready before in NXT, but like now it's like you come towards the tribal chief or you come to the bloodline, you about to get your ass dropped. And I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be about it. But I just feel like the change in me is just like the way I carry myself, like how I look now, like my persona, like just everything. I feel like it's different.
Now, this is, at the end of the day, a music station. So I want to pick your brain on music, if you don't mind. What music do you listen to get you hyped, right? Like an hour before you got to go to gorilla position for War Games, it's just you, it's your beats. What are you rocking to?
Tupac.
Oh.
Come on, huh?
I'm
Tupac.
not mad at that.
Tupac, a little bit of Lil Wayne sometimes.
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
Got some good music taste.
Definitely some Lil Jon. I'll tell you some Lil Jon. He gets you right. Get ready to fight anybody anytime.
So I've kicked it with your brothers a couple times, and they're big like 90s R&B fans. Do you get down with the 90s R&B, or are you more of a fighter, not a lover, if you will?
Man, 90s, man. I was a 93 baby, so yeah, of course. Any music they listen to, I listen to.
You just have no choice sometimes, I'm sure.
Especially being on the road with them. We all bought the same music, man. So we all vibe with the same type of music, which is what I love. Like, we all got good taste in music.
All right. But we all have our guilty pleasures, right? Like, I'll be the first to admit, see, you're already laughing. I'll be the first to admit, I fuck heavy with Miley Cyrus. You know what I'm talking about? I'm from Brooklyn, grew up on hip hop, grew up on Biggie, Pac, Jay-Z, Nas, all that. But Miley Cyrus, she is so underappreciated and underrated. So I'm gonna put you on the spot with your brothers. I want to know who has the most absurd guilty pleasure, Jay or John, and who's that guilty pleasure artist for them? Let's put them on blast.
Man, I haven't heard him bump it yet, but I would say Aaliyah. I would say
Aaliyah is not guilty pleasure. She is a goat.
I mean, I don't know, man. I haven't heard them. Like when you skip it through your tracks on driving the car, and that one song come on and you try to skip it real fast. That hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey man, I bump Katy Perry every now and then, right? I mean, she got some hits, but
she got some
that's
bangers.
just me though. Yeah, she got some bangers, man. But I don't know. I haven't called my brothers yet. So if I do catch them, I'm gonna let you know.
You know what you got to do when you drive to Pittsburgh for the first SmackDown in Pittsburgh in over 4 years, right? Tickets on sale, Ticketmaster.com, Friday night, December 9th. While you're driving to that city, put on Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, and just see their reaction.
Oh, I'm gonna record. I'm gonna record and I'm gonna look at them like this.
There you go. Post that on the gram. And
yeah, man, after 4 years, man, after 4 years, so we never had a show there until before even COVID?
Yeah.
Or after COVID?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So
televised show. Televised show.
Oh, yeah. That's
so you pull up, getting ready to put on a big show for Pittsburgh, dog. Black and yellow.
Taylor Swift, dog. Taylor Swift, my dog.
Taylor Swift is actually from that part of Western PA.
Isn't Wiz Khalifa from over there too?
Wiz Khalifa and Taylor Swift. Yeah, that's what I think.
I bought Wiz. I forgot to mention that. Wiz Khalifa too. Shout out to Wiz. Okay, cool,
man. Speaking of laughing and having a good time, how hard is it not to laugh when Sami Zayn is just Sami Zayn?
The hard thing about it is he's naturally like that. He's naturally funny. And like I gotta tell him sometimes, like, man, you gotta give me a heads up, man, what you're gonna do and what you're gonna say when we get out this. Just so I'll know. And I don't know if you saw this clip, man. It was the house show that we had after War Games on Sunday where you know, he introduces me, I come out, and it's all over the internet. And they're saying that I broke character, which I didn't. I'm on the middle of the ramp. He's walking up to me, and he goes, "Yeah, my dog." And then he points to me. He goes, "See this guy right here? See this guy right here? This is my dog." And like, it almost got me where I had to wipe my face with my towel. You know what I'm saying? It's on the internet, man. But I was like, man, you gotta tell me what. You almost made me laugh in front of everybody. But you give me a heads up what you're gonna do, what you're gonna say, man. Like and you never do. And he goes, "One of these days on TV, I'm gonna make you crack. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be funny."
You know what? That towel may be MVP of your character because at least you could hold it, wipe the sweat. Your brothers don't got that. They got hair, but they cut it recently. So Jay is holding on for dear life consistently.
He doesn't need to now. Now that they're best friends, he doesn't need to now. He don't need to cover up his face no more.
Great point. That's
the tough thing. They both can laugh. I can't. I try not to.
And you know what? Like I said, dude, just that Mike Tyson entrance with the towel or whatever, just stick to that and just keep it by you at all times so you could just wipe sweat.
I might need to work on promos too, man. Not just fight. I might need to carry that towel every week. It's getting a little bit tough every week.
There you go. Or start rocking a hood. Like a legit hoodie.
You can still see my mouth though.
Yeah, but if you put your head down with the hood, you know what I'm saying, might be enough.
I'm gonna try that this Friday, man. I'm gonna definitely try it at Pittsburgh too. This might be a different look. Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
One more time, Solo Sikoa. We'll see you Friday night, December 9th, Pittsburgh, SmackDown for the first time in over 4 years, a televised event. We appreciate you coming through, man.
Thanks for having me. Look forward to seeing y'all, man, next week.
Much love, bro. Be safe.